Hello students. Okay, in the first video we have covered problem number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we'll start with problem number 6. Okay, problem number 6, take a look at the diagram. Two parallel lines where they have given a transversal and they have named the angles as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H anti-clockwise. Given A is equal to 80 degree, find G and H. Okay, chalo, where's my pen? Okay, A is equal to 80 degree. This I have mentioned over here. A is equal to 80 degree. We have to find G and H. Okay, how can you go about this? Now this particular problem you have to write the statement based on my video explanation. Okay, here even if I send you the photograph of this particular problem, the problem solution given in the guide is wrong. They have used a theorem alternate exterior angle, which we don't have right now. That particular theorem, you will be introduced to those theorem in your college. So this particular theorem we don't have right now, so we will be using a different method that I am explaining you in the video. Okay, with this particular thing you have to write down your solution. We'll start with this. Angle A is equal to angle C. Reason in the bracket vertically opposite angle is equal to 80 degrees. Okay. Now since the two given lines are parallel, we have to find G. So first of all, G, how can we find? C is equal to G. Angle C is congruent to angle G, that is equal to 80 degree. Again, G is equal to 80 degree मिल गया. Bracket मध्ये what you will write? You have to mention the reason corresponding angle test. Okay, that we have to find H. Now G and H side by side, angles in a linear pair. So what you will do is angle G plus angle H is equal to 180 degree. That is angle H is equal to 180 minus 80 degree, which we recently found. So when you minus 180 degree minus 80 degree, you get 100 degree. So H is equal to 100 degree, G is equal to 80 degree. Problem solved. Okay, the method given in the guide is wrong, so you have to follow this method. First go for vertically opposite angle test, get C as 80 degree, then use corresponding to get G as 80, and then angles in a linear pair to find the measurement of angle H. Correct? समझ में आ गया? चलो, we'll move to the next problem. Next problem थोड़ा ज़रा डाइसी है. ओके, म्हणजे थोड़ा हार्ड है, कन्फ्यूजिंग है. Problem number 7. Look at the diagram. The diagram itself is confusing. Okay, ते शॉर्ट केलं म्हणून ते असं थोडं कन्फ्युजिंग आहे. But you can consider this as parallel line, and not consider they are parallel line. Here you have to extend this line further in order to avoid confusion in your brain itself. This is also parallel, this is also parallel. Okay, now what is the question? The question they have said is prove angle ABC is congruent to angle FDE. Angle ABC is congruent to angle F is here, FDE. We have to prove this angle is congruent to this angle. Okay, in order to prove this, first of all what you will do is you will forget about this. This line you ignore for some time. Now presently you will consider this as a parallel line PB and AB and PF as the two parallel line, and this particular line as a transversal. Okay, if you consider this as a transversal, so what you get is angle ABC is equal to angle BCD. In the bracket reason alternate angle test, alternate angles are congruent. Okay, so this is congruent to this. Now next scene, you consider these two lines as parallel, line BC and line DE as parallel line, and PF as the transversal. Now this is the transversal. If this is the transversal, we already have this angle is proved already congruent. Now this particular angle BCD is congruent to angle FDE. Okay, reason corresponding angle test. Okay, now from one and first we have proved angle ABC is congruent to angle BCD, And in the next one we proved angle BCD is congruent to angle FDE. If first angle is congruent to the other and the second is congruent to the third, then automatically first is congruent to the third. Okay. So hence we have proved that angle ABC is congruent to FDE. समझ में आया? Clear है? Or you want me to repeat it again? See, first you have to consider line AB is parallel to line PF and consider this particular line as a transversal. Okay. So here we have angle ABC is congruent to angle BCD, alternate angle test. In next scenario we have to consider line BC and line DE as parallel and PF as the transversal. So in this particular case, angle BCD is congruent to angle FDE. Okay, corresponding angle test. So when generalizing these three statements, we get first one is congruent, angle 1 is congruent to second is congruent to third, second is congruent to third, that is FDE. Hence the first one is congruent to third. Okay, समझ में आया? एकदम easy है. स्टेटमेंट वाइज तुम्हाला सॉल्व करायचं आहे. फोटो पाठवणार, गाईडचं मेथड जे दिलं आहे ॲज इट इज कॉपी मारा. ओके, दिस सम्स इज करेक्ट. ओनली 6th वाला पता नहीं कौन किसने, मतलब कुछ तो रॉन्ग हो जाता है, ऐसा हो जाता है, ह्यूमन एरर. अब गाइड भी तो किसी आदमी नहीं बनाया ना. ओके, सो दैट प्रॉब्लम नंबर 6 इज रॉन्ग, रेस्ट ऑल प्रॉब्लम्स आर करेक्ट. ओके, नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू मूव टू द नेक्स्ट एंड द लास्ट प्रॉब्लम. टेक अ लुक एट द डायग्राम. Okay, the diagram itself is very confusing. We have two parallel lines and a transversal PS. Then we also have angle bisector QX, ray QX and ray QY are angle bisector, whereas here ray RX and ray RY are angle bisector. Okay, you have to prove that quadrilateral QXRY is a rectangle. How to prove this is a rectangle? Okay, generally in 9th standard school, teachers always put this particular problem as an exception. They omit this particular problem. Okay, but we are not going to omit this particular problem because this problem is going to give you an insight of what kind of problems you will be solving in your standard 10. Okay, this is just one particular example of what kind of problems you are going to get in your standard 10. Okay, I have already got the guide open for you. Okay, just to show you. Sorry, problem number 8, that is problem number 8. Okay, here the problem is given. Okay, here you have the solution. Okay, and why teachers omit this particular problem is because this problem is minimum 4 to 5 marks. Minimum, it will carry 4 to 5 marks because solving this particular problem is a very huge solution. Okay, the problem starts from here, it covers this particular entire page, and move your focus to the next page. It covers here the upper two segments. Okay, this one, look at the uppermost portion and this side. So the final problem ends here. Finally we come to the conclusion, quadrilateral QXRY is a rectangle by definition. Okay, and for your surprise, don't think that the guide method is very long. Rather, when I'll explain you this particular problem, you will come to know that guide has actually skipped many steps to get this answer, or else this particular answer would have continued for 2 pages. Okay, this problem solution itself is very large. That is the reason why it is not going to come in your exams. Anyway, 9th standard च्या exam मध्ये हे कधीच टाकलं जात नाही हा प्रॉब्लेम, आणि कधी येणार पण नाही. पण आता जर तुम्ही शिकून घेतला हा पर्टिक्युलर प्रॉब्लेम तर 10वी मध्ये तुम्हाला इझी होईल. ओके, सो दिस पर्टिक्युलर प्रॉब्लेम नीड्स एक्सटेंसिव explanation. This is already a 9-minute video, almost 10-minute video. I cannot cover this particular solution in this video. So next video is exclusively going to be covering this problem number 8 only. Okay, एक अख्खा व्हिडिओ फक्त एकच प्रॉब्लेम एक्सप्लेन करायला जाणार आहे. सो विल कंटिन्यू इन द नेक्स्ट व्हिडिओ. चलो.